you know, it just struck me, these things do. I wonder whether each of you would like to, just in a sentence or two, explain what you, it's a terrible question to ask you to give such a short reply, but what do you get out of the u3a online across Scotland, and in particular this group? So if I could start with Olive on that.
Right.
Just a few short sentences.
Yes.
Lovely.
Just stop me whenever you want, Jane, as you do. Well, seriously, I came to Edinburgh when my husband died, and I wasn't in too great state mentally anyway, and I enjoyed Edinburgh so much, but I didn't know it. Well, my daughter's here, but I didn't know anybody else. Joined the u3a, and it was the best thing I've ever done, because as we were talking earlier, the friends, the faces become friends. You know about these people and you care, and you know who likes what poet and what, you really get to know them, perhaps even more than your friends. I like that. Another thing I'll say before I stop is, I like to increase my learning. I think it's good as I'm getting older. It was particularly good for me, especially when I was in hospital recently. It was great when I came out and could go to a Zoom. And if it was a snowstorm or whatever, I had Zoom. So these are the main things I like, Jane. I think that would be enough for you, probably.
No, that's wonderful, Olive. Thank you. Barbara.
I think making friends is so important. And although I love my little town, the town that I live in has got so many people, and I know those people, but I'm always wanting to meet new people. And this is the obvious way to do it. And essentially, I'm very lazy. And it's an absolute dream to go upstairs to the office and switch on the computer and see new faces where I would have had to have got on the bus or, made some effort, and it could be raining and it could be windy and blah, blah, blah. But here, I just walk into everybody's rooms and they make me welcome. And I've got all these new friends. And each time we have a meeting, somebody's talking about what's going on in their bit. And I find out a bit more about where I live and the people that live here. So I think it's fantastic. I absolutely love it.
Lovely. Yeah, that's how I feel as well, actually. That's very, very, very interesting. Wendy.
Well, I came to the poetry group. I've been running a play reading group for years and thought I should have a change, and started on the poetry, which I greatly enjoyed. I think, talking about the poetry, what I particularly loved is the sort of freedom with which poets express themselves now, and that they're not desperately tied to rhymes or rhythms. And probably the meaning is less obscure. But I've always found poetry really special.
David.
I've been away from Edinburgh for many years, and I'm a private person. And just like my mother found, when you get to the age of 88, your friends have gone. And so I have found the poetry group in u3a especially extremely helpful in showing me there are other people with whom I can communicate and with whom I can find pleasure. And besides, I had an exaggerated view of my own skill as a poetry reader, and it gave me the opportunity to continue to delude myself that I'm actually good at something besides the stuff I've taught for so many years.
Wonderful. Thank you, David. Anna.
Oh, I think it's all been said already. It's the inclusivity. It's the meeting people with similar interests from across Scotland, not just your community. been able to sit in my room and do this, especially if there's days due to, say, ill health that I find it difficult to get out and about, and the group just lifts me. It makes me happy. I get a sense of peace, fulfillment, and I'm not one of these hippy dippy people. I'm beginning to sound like it, and it's been a privilege to just hear the poems that people have chosen and also the poems that people have written. I've been made to feel very welcome and not intimidated by real poets in the presence of them. And really do look forward to our monthly meetings and getting to know everybody. And thank you so much for making me welcome, because I think I'm the newest person in the group, and yet I feel as if I know you all. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Anna. I feel as though you've been coming here forever. It's wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Tim.
Yeah,
Last but not least.
Last but not least, yes, as far as u3a is concerned, I think it's a vast range of subjects and topics that you can actually sort of study, if you like. And everyone seems to be so enthusiastic about their groups. I don't know who it was who said, you know, there are no strangers, only friends I've yet to meet. But I really do feel that's exemplified by this group that we've got at the moment. The conversations are always valuable, they're always fun, and they're always relevant in one way or another. And quite honestly, once a month isn't enough, all right? So this is nice to have an additional group today. But I just think it's a wonderful invention. I really do.
Jane, why don't you tell us yourself?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, everything that you've all said, really. I feel the same. I feel so comfortable with you all. And I like the concept that, you know, we are all from different u3as. And it's lovely getting together. 3 of you I've met in person. No, 2 of you I've met in person, sorry. But I feel as though I know you all equally, and that's lovely. And we have a common theme. Absolutely. No, I would miss it. I would miss it if we didn't meet. I really would. Yeah, I really would.